Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my TV loving maniacs? This is your boy Bankful B, and I'm back with a TV review for Only Murders in the Building, which wrapped up its 5th season last week, so let's review. So this season on Only Murders in the Building, the core trio investigate the murder of the doorman that works at the building they live at. During this investigation, they come to discover a casino that is hidden below the building, where some shady deals are being made, and Lester may or may not have been involved in some of those dealings. And while all this is going on, they are trying to save the building from being closed down, or else them, as well as the other tenants in the building, won't have anywhere to live. Now, if you've been following this channel for quite some time, you know that I do get a kick out of this show. I love it. I get a kick out of watching Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez as the core three. This is just one of the most solid trios that just works for this show. I love a good mystery, but the biggest thing as to what attracted me to the show is Selena Gomez, because I've had a crush on her for a really long time, and I'm low-key jealous that she got married to Benny Blanco, but that's neither here or there. But on a serious note, though, to me, this is probably one of the best things that she has ever did, because her millennial energy matched with their boomer energy, it just works. Now, despite the fact that I do get a kick out of this show, I did think this show was starting to dip just a little bit, and I'll explain in a little bit, but long story short, I enjoyed the last season, but didn't think it was one of their best seasons, and this season right here, I really like more than the last. So let's start up with the things I liked, things I didn't like, and what I'm kind of split on. So what I liked how they kind of addressed the fact of like, and this was also an issue I had with the last season, because it's like, all right, how many times can one person get murdered in one building? Because the show does kind of address that. It's like, all right, y'all just gonna investigate murders that's happening in this building? But they kind of addressed that by giving the show some stakes, which I think the show was kind of missing. And like I said in the intro, this show is in danger of being closed down, and everybody that lives in the building won't have nowhere to go. So they're trying to solve the case and, yeah, basically solve the case before it gets shut down and hopefully save the building, which I think added some much needed stakes. And like I said, the core trio right here, like I said, it just works, and it just, at this point, this is season 5. It feels like this show has just found its stride, and they know these characters from the back of their head. And everybody has clocked in to work from a comedic standpoint, because every episode I find myself dying of laughter, no matter what it was, whether it's between their banter or just Selena Gomez just being in total disbelief of the dumb fuckery from Steve Martin and Martin Short, or just them two just not getting millennial or Gen Z energy. But more importantly, I just like how they kind of progress the characters, because we're 5 seasons down, and we do see some character growth between the 3 of them, particularly like Steve Martin, because of his relationship troubles, and he comes to realize some things about the relationships he gets in, and he's making better steps to go forward better. And then Selena Gomez's character, Mabel, she's gone through many relationship troubles, and she's finally taking control of her life on this show. One of the biggest things I appreciate about this season is how they've given Divine Joy Randolph more to do, because she is now an Academy Award-winning actress, and maybe they meant to give her more to do in the last season, but she won her award prior to season 4, and then after seeing that, it's like the writers, they just wrote more for her to do, because she is a very talented actress, she's very funny, and I just love the energy she brought to this show, and watching her banter with the core 3 was just music to my ears. Last season, they had a stacked guest cast list, and it is present here. We got Christoph Waltz, Logan Berman, Renee Zellweger, Tia Leone, who made an appearance in the last season, and now she has a bigger role here in her bum-ass sons. And then you got Bobby Cannavale, Keegan-Michael Key. Everybody brought something to this season that just worked. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm just going to tell you, just watch this new season. I don't really have any dislikes about this show, just one thing that I am kind of split on, because, like I said, I wasn't too fond of the last season, but it feels like this season is better than the last one. A pattern that I'm starting to sense is that, like, all the odd number seasons, season 1, 3, and 5 are the best seasons, and season 2 and 4 just okay seasons, so it has me a little worried about what season 6 will be like. Overall, this is one of my favorite comfort shows, and this season was a big improvement over the last season. And plus, watching Steve Martin slide down a pole like a stripper was not on my bingo card. If you have seen this show and you kind of fell off with it, I highly recommend watch this new season. It's very good. But if you haven't watched the show as a whole, I'm telling you, watch the show. It's really good. Or at the very least, just watch all the odd number seasons 1, 3, and 5. I'm going to give Only Murders in the Building Season 5 a very high hard eyes emoji. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have you seen this season? If so, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This your boy Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands. Peace.